Hi, Glenn Haussman here for Here to Stay TV, reporting to you from the show floor at the Service Department Summit Europe. I'm with Emanuel, Director of Business Development with STR. You just gave a rousing speech all about the state of service departments. Yes, I said rousing. I thought it was very interesting, very fascinating. Maybe you could just sum up what you're seeing right now here in UK.
UK is a bit of a mixed picture at the moment, to be honest with you. Some markets, Manchester, Birmingham, we've seen some growth this year to date. Others, London, Edinburgh, the M4 corridor, we've got some declines. I think really the key reason for a lot of the challenges, and certainly the challenge moving forward, is going to be supply. Right. The industry, certainly when compared to hotels, of course, is in its infancy. So we are seeing quite a steep upward trajectory from a supply perspective, and that's naturally going to put pressure on performance.
Right, yeah, I agree. It was interesting because it seems like in the last year, everybody has gotten into this sector, right? So there's a lot of that supply coming in. What about that demand equation? When do you think that'll catch up in some of these markets, or maybe it's just not going to happen?
I mean, in some markets, it's still outpacing, and generally the industry as a whole is still growing slightly year on year. I think in the medium term, it's going to be a challenge for the demand to outpace the supply, just because of the sheer amount of rooms we're due to see in. This year alone in the UK, we expect a 16% increase. For demand to grow 16%, that's a tough ask. So I think medium term, the sector potentially looking at some occupancy flat at best, likely some declines, but that is, I think, really a result of where it is in its life cycle, and the fact, as you say, it's a sector that everybody wants to get into at the moment, and that's a positive. You know, there are opportunities here, and we've got the big brands coming into the sector as well. They know where they think they can make money, so it's overall, I think, a very positive picture, but supply is the thing to watch, right?
Yeah, I think that I totally agree with what you're saying, because right now the demand side of it, it's not that the demand doesn't exist, it's just that they aren't as familiar with the product yet, and I think there's a lot of opportunity for these two worlds to kind of come together and make the supply and demand more of an equalization, right?
Yeah, I would agree so. I think you've got a lot of brands in this sector who have done a really good job over recent years. They're growing, they're innovating, and of course you've got the big global players as well who see the potential and are looking more into this space, more into the home rental space as well. So brand familiarity is going to come. It's just going to take time.
Yep. So in summary, sure, there's some little pockets where occupancy might be dropping and pricing might be dropping, but that's just a temporary pause as the industry continues to get going. Everybody's loving this segment. People want to be involved in this segment, and that's why we're seeing such heavy construction. I want to thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. This is Glenn Haussman for Here to Stay TV.